Let's head out back there. See if we're live. Yes, come on. And there we are. We're right back again after some small technical difficulties. But here we go. People are joining in. Hello, everybody. Listen to that awesome muting system right there.
Hello, everyone.
Wow. And we watched history a couple of minutes ago in the first attempt of the stream before running into technical difficulties. We heard the marble machine playing some beautiful music, and Martin has prepared. We're gonna do a replay of this. We're gonna watch the Cyberbass play on 8 channels at the same time. You can see the programming wheel in the back there with the programming pins in. Martin is waiting for a good start to unmute the bass. We're all waiting in anticipation. This is gonna be awesome. This is history yet again.
And just no, this is a mechanical test. It's not a timing test. The bass will play very much out of time. I'm gonna shut off the hi-hat and snare and the hi-hat machine. There we go. Okay. One more revolution of the programming wheel, then we're gonna listen to all 8 channels of the Cyberbass.
Yeah. And just to repeat what Martin said, this is not a timing test. This is a mechanical test. This is just to test the mechanical functions of the Cybergates. We're waiting for a programming wheel to do a full revolution. It's coming right up here. Here we go.
Not tight, but mechanically correct. Let's listen one more time.
Yes, yes. I'm so excited.
I just can't hide it. Let's do one more camera angle. As long as we have marbles, we're gonna play it until the marbles disappear.
Yeah. Just a repetition here. This is a mechanical test, not a timing test. Could you focus up a bit, Martin? I would be really glad.
Focus. I'm going to try.
Thank you so much.
Let's check from this side.
Let's go, Cyberbass.
But perhaps we will run out of marbles this time.
Yes, 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 everybody. You
works.
got to watch history in 25 frames per second at least. We did it.
So if we head over to the top cam, I'm gonna put the snare on. You can see an issue in the divide by 4 live. So this is perfect for the demonstration. I'm gonna switch the motor off. So you can see we have a clog in. I have to take my headphones off. I'm just going to let this run here. And this is actually super good demonstration of what I want to talk about next in the stream. There we go. Soon. It's over. So I wanted to cut to this camera because, as you can see, there is an issue. I know exactly what the issue is, and I'm going to fix it in this stream. It's something that I've been knowing about that I should fix. But before we go over to fix this issue, you can see there's more marbles in one of the channels. Let me just recap what I've done between the streams. We have now a functional 8 channels on the Cyberbass. So I can show you here with the camera. These crazy connections right here was the solution that was needed, that we found out in the last stream. And I was kind of surprised because they are pretty low. We were discussing traveling length. So if we still have marbles, I can play manually. So as you could hear in the test, the bass didn't play tight at all, but I haven't fixed. You can see the drop height is different. Let me try to focus. The drop height is different. I have not done any timing at all. You can see these are much higher than these. One of the, I think it was the back row though, that was much earlier than the front row generally. So don't worry about the timing. And we had some issues with getting these links correct, but it has been solved, and so far it's very reliable. So front row, same string, back row, front row, and if I want a new chord, I can pull the Cyber capo and we have a new chord. Let's do one more. And now we're out of marbles because I have to feed these manually. So yeah, this actually works. And if we keep on, if we look close at these links here, I now have an adjustment system for how to adjust treble length on this front one. I can move this screw. I move it down, this thing will move out further. I move it up, this thing will move out less far. So these arms looks kind of crazy. It's the spider web, but it is what it is, and it works. So that has been taken care of.
Great job.
Thanks,
Off stream.
Thanks, Hannes 2000. How are you?
I'm so great. I'm so hyped. And I just want to say welcome back to anybody who joined in the first stream we did today. We had some technical difficulties, but that was solved. And now we're back on track. And what we're doing in these streams, it's the Cybergates for the Marble Machine X. Let's take a look at the render right there. This is the part that drops the marbles onto the base. And Martin has been attaching this to the machine and attaching the arms between the machine and the Cybergate itself, so that it can play marbles once it is programmed on the programming wheel. And in the beginning of the stream, we all witnessed history when the Marble Machine X played on 8 channels on the Cyberbass itself.
Yes, absolutely. And now I want to fix this issue that I showed you in the beginning. So if we go to the top cam, it looks like the issue is over here. Oh, sorry. In the divide by 4, right? Because it looks like it's dividing uneven. But it is actually the fish there that is not picking up the marbles on one channel. I'm going to try to provoke the error so everyone in the stream can kind of see what it is. And I need to put the camera on touring case. Hang on.
This is great. You have a cam on that as well. Let's go to atmosphere. Now, well, Martin will be joining shortly here. So welcome everybody to this stream on the Wintergatan YouTube channel. And today the work continues on the Cyberbase. Oh, there comes the touring case as well. Yes. Now you get to see how Martin sets up all his cool shots in the Wintergatan Wednesday videos. I've seen some crazy setups during these years. Here you get to see one of them. Of course, a touring case is the best tripod extension. We all know it.
I desperately want a camera crane. I've just not had time to configure a camera crane for the studio. It would have helped so much. Let me try to get on this moving camera.
So yes, as Martin said, the issue that we're looking at now is the fact that one of the pipes is clogged here with marbles. And Martin is gonna soon tell us what this problem is. I have no idea. My guess is somewhere with the divide by 4 or the fish there. I don't know. This is a cliffhanger. As soon as he sets up his shot, he's gonna tell us what today's subject is.
If we can go maybe to the machine cam zoomed in.
Of course we
can.
Oh
man, look at this. So I'm gonna run the machine and keep a track on the 3rd channel here when the fish there tries to pick these marbles up. I think I need to maybe go a little bit like this. There we are. This is tricky to film, but we're doing our best. I think we'll be able to see the issue here. So the divide by 4 is not at fault. The issue is actually in the fish there pickup. So I'm gonna run the machine and see if you can see it. Let's look here on the screen. So when it goes slow, everything looks okay. So far, so good. There.
Oh.
Did you see it?
Yes. The metal tongue.
Did it repeat?
Yes.
There. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So I'm just going to wait for the machine to stop. So what happens actually is that this entry is too low. And this is the best news ever. I know you won't believe me, but it is great news. So what happens is that when the fish jar is at its lowest, this marble is so powerful, so it jumps on top of the fish jar. And I have a washer stack system to accommodate for that. It's a trade-off because we want the marbles to enter fast and steadily, but we don't want it too high. And to make this even better, if we go to the big camera angle on this machine cam, Hannes. So now you can see here in the marble divider, it's clogged. And I've had some issues with the divide by 4 over there, that it hasn't been angled correctly because I didn't have enough fall height, which means that since I need to put this one higher, lower, sorry, I've been wrong with that the whole day. I need to lower this. It means we get more fall height from the divide by 4 down to here, which will eliminate this issue and also take care of an issue that I've had in the divide by 4. I'm gonna show that as well, if I can just find a leather to stand on.
And I got a nice comment here from Sylvester Harangozzo. I'd like to thank you, Wintergatan, for the visibility. It is a pleasure to join for the work sessions. I hope you guys will have a nice rest during July. Thank you so much for that beautiful comment.
That's an awesome comment. Thank you. Oh yeah, here. I'm not covering. So, the divide by 4 is working, but it has one issue, and it's not the fault of the divider again. Okay. Going to just unclog everything here to be able to show you what I mean.
Retro PC Down Under. Hi, the music from this machine is gonna blow all the others away. Now that's a beautiful comment. Thank you so much.
Love it. Love it. So, where was I? Divide by 4. The thing is that there has been instances where I've seen a marble getting stuck right there. I rebuilt this a lot, but the marbles, and most often the marbles never stick there. So as you can see, they enter here. We're filming this on our potato cam, by the way. That was the only way we could get this angle today. So the marble comes here, and normally they have enough momentum to clear here. But as you can see, this is not a downhill. This is actually a little divot in the middle there. So for like the touring machine, these kind of, it's just like with water. Like you never want water to be able to be idle because then it gets poisoned. This is a poisoned marble, just like a poisoned pawn in chess. It's not okay. So on the touring machine, we can never allow, even though physics should tell us that this marble should clear every time, sometimes with vibrations of the machine, it's almost like the marble maybe comes at a perfect wrong moment where the machine vibrates in the other direction. Something happens that it loses its power and it just rolls back and stays there. And the fact is that the divider still works actually. So I can show you. So if I have more marbles, here. But this happens. And as you can see, it kind of can sort itself out, but I want to avoid this. So what I have is an angle adjustment system of this whole thing. Problem is that I've maxed out the angle, and I didn't want to lower this side because then I thought I couldn't reach over to the fish there. There was too little fall from here over here. But now, when the fish there wants to be lowered, all of a sudden I can do it. So then we come to problem number 2, which is where I started building for the stream. This bracket is maxed out. I have removed all the washers here in the front to lower the front and angle this more. So I've been kind of violently just pushing this down to make the marble clear this path more easily and to have this issue gone. But today I'm going to take the bull by the horn and remove all this and cut this bracket, lower the bracket like 20 millimeters, add washers, and give me back my adjustability. If I take the other camera, I can show you exactly that when we have a washer stack system for adjustability and we're out of washers to remove, then I can't take more away. Is that easy to understand, Hannes?
I think so. We're getting there.
It's really tricky to film this today when we're up on top of the machine, so bear with us. Oh, this is a better angle. If you go to the machine cam.
Yeah, there we go.
So
Beautiful.
right, this is the angle we're talking about. I want more angle, so the marbles always clear the divide by 4. And right here should be a gorgeous washer stack. Right here as well. Only issue is there's no washers there because I needed to lower this whole thing more than I thought. So I need to cut this bracket, remove some material, lower the whole thing, weld it on, add the washers, retest. And once I've done that, I'm going to adjust the fishtail intro. And then I think this divide by 4 plus fishtail system should be all good to go for the 60,000 marble test together with the Cyberbase. That's the intro for today's stream.
Wow. Simple as that, people. We know what needs to be done. Let's get to it.
Yep.
And a lot in chat, Martin is wishing us a happy midsummer because tomorrow is midsommar in Sweden. So I just want to say, I see all your comments, but I will give you one big glad midsommar till er också. You people following from Sweden. I guess we're gonna be going a couple of hours here, so this will become like a Midsummer Nights stream, right?
Yes. Let's do it.
Brilliant joke.
Whoa.
10 out of 10.
Oh, I missed it. I totally butchered your brilliant layup, Hannes. Can we look at the machine cam? I want to make like a kind of angle so people can see what I'm doing. I think that will suffice.
We have people joining in from all around the world. We have Tyron XXX joining in from Poland. And we have Linux user 99 greetings from Seattle. People are joining in. And I get a 10 out of 10 on my joke here from people. Thank you very much. I need the support.
It was very high cultured joke, actually.
Yeah.
This camera focused.
India is joining in. Kansas is joining in. Australia is joining in. Argentina. Hong Kong is joining in. Quebec. Canada. Here we go. Philadelphia. Oh, people are joining in from all around the world. Thank you so much for joining in to this stream on the Wintergatan YouTube channel, where in the beginning of the stream, you saw the machine play the Cyberbase with all its glorious 8 gates. Stay tuned for this on this stream. We are probably gonna hear the bass play some more later on.
Why didn't we?
Right now, Martin needs to fix the divide by 4 issue.
Hannes, we should have titled this stream Midsummer Night Stream.
Yeah, it just came to me now. Sorry, man. I need to be quicker.
Yeah, you have to schedule your brilliance. So, let me try to get this ladder in.
I love this part of that people get to see your brilliant use of ladders and touring cases for all your filming. They don't see the struggle of the camera angles in the videos.
That's true. Oh, sorry. Sorry, headphone users. There we go. Now I can access. So this repair shouldn't take long, and I love when I can find an error that is so easily explainable and makes so much sense. So probably I should remove all marbles. That's classic, otherwise they're just gonna at one point explode out of the machine. So let's start.
Great idea.
You like that idea?
Yeah.
So
And I'm gonna take this moment while you figure out what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna thank some of all the new members who joined in between the streams. And later on, I'm gonna thank all the new ones joining on this stream. But let's see if we have this beauty right here. This is the new YouTube members and patrons who joined in between the streams. I want to give a huge thanks to Anthony Luongo, Joshua Mangas, Christopher Cleland, Joshua Keatley, Kai Hartman, Björn Golla, Joshua McGregor, AJ Ross, Maya Boveda, Delu, Jif Malay, Salvador Carigaris del Carril, Greg Colborn, Osa Albinson, Fresh Dax, Equilat, Alan Harris, Aquad, Joel V, and let's see, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name right now, but I think it's Wutang Yegu Lü. Sorry if I'm not fluent in Chinese. I'm doing my best. But thank you so much for joining this beautiful community that is the Wintergatan community. Thank you for your support. You're awesome. Let's see how Martin is doing upstairs on the machine.
I have a cool looking set of wrenches anyway, so that's good. Thank you everyone who's joining. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And this should make a nice ratchet sound if we're lucky. Yes. Or is it just... Yes. So I'm using lock nuts everywhere. I've said this before. When I started building, I didn't like lock nuts. Now I only use lock nuts, because they don't rattle loose as fast as other nuts.
Lock nuts for the win, everybody.
I had lock nut allergy on this. What do you give me for that one?
Well, you know, some of the allergies just goes away when you become older. Like, I was allergic to peanuts when I was young. Now I can eat Snickers if I want to, okay?
Oh, I found a way to make Snickers at home.
Ooh.
I found this out by I seriously, everyone, you have to listen to this. I found this out by mistake, Hannes, because I love maple syrup, so it's one of my guilty pleasures, maple syrup. So, and then I had like a piece of dark chocolate, and I have the Dutch peanut butter Calvé. Not sponsored, but Calvé, once you pop, you can't stop on the Calvé peanut butter. So, what I did is, like, I took a piece of dark chocolate, I whacked a large, like, spoon of Calvé peanut butter straight on top of it, and then I just poured maple syrup over the top. And that's basically Snickers. Peanut butter, dark chocolate, and sugar. That's a Snickers.
There we go.
So I still didn't empty the marbles, of course. So I wanted to get this done because I know when we're doing the next marble test, if I want something to fail, I want it to be the Cyberbass that fails. I don't want like the marble distribution system to fail. And this, I've been seeing this for weeks, so it feels great to finally like. It shouldn't take so long time, but that's famous last words from yours truly, because every time I say that, 5 days later I'm done with it. So
let's see. Let's bring up the schedule for a little bit here. Are we still on the arms here on the schedule? This is a sub schedule, right?
Yeah, this is a side quest. We're embarking on
quest.
today.
I love those.
There we go. I got the whole.
For those of you who just joined, Martin is trying to fix issue with the divide by 4 that made one of the channels clog. That's why he's up on the machine here, taking down a PMMA pipe.
Correction though, it was not the divide by 4. It was a fish tank.
Okay.
Because
even I can be wrong sometimes.
How does this look? Can we look at this in the potato cam angle?
Of course we can. Ask and you shall receive.
So I'm trying to take this out without dropping marbles over the whole machine. 2 down, 2 to go. Yeah. It was so fun the last streams, Hannes, because I was talking so much about making the arms for the base and how easy it would be to make the last 4, and everything just totally collapsed when I was trying to do the last 4. But now it seems like I have a Now it seems like we have a system that is so far working really perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we did a test for twice today in 2 streams.
Yep.
And it was beautiful. We all got to hear the bass play.
I should just add that chord sometimes in the stream to make a little atmosphere.
Yeah. Just remind people that the Cyberbass is on the machine. The Cybergates are there. The bass is starting to make beautiful music on the machine.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoop. Okay.
No worries.
PMMA pipes are gone. So this is why I love washer stacks. Or I should have made my washer stacks higher. Oh, now I know. I was actually worried for the PMMA pipes not having room. That was probably what happened, but that's not going to be an issue. So, oh, no. Okay, there we go. So now I can start to remove the divide by 4 itself.
New day, new operations.
Yeah.
At least we're not at the dentist yet.
I do get itchy when systems are fragile and unstable, like my wooden sticks analogy, if you have seen that in the videos. I get little like, I just want to build a round kitchen table with 1 foot in the middle.
Yeah.
Just like put my plate on it, eat some food and say, oh, this works. I guess it would fall over, right, during the dessert if it was built by me, but maybe not. That's the hope that keeps me going. So the divide by 4 is out, and now I can just swivel this pipe a little bit away. That sounded bad. I'm gonna remove it. So we have all parts out, and now I can saw this bracket off. I'm just gonna cut it off and weld it back again, lower.
Yes.
So now comes a little decision if I should use the angle grinder and make the room dirty, or if I should just sweat it out with the life hacksaw.
I vote life hacksaw then.
You vote for life hacksaw?
Yeah, we want some sweat and struggle here.
Let's go for it. Oh, you haven't had enough.
No. We're only starting. And I see a lot of people joining, asking questions. Why is he taking the machine apart? Martin is not taking the whole machine apart. He's just solving an issue with marbles that got clogged up after the divider and when they were entering the fish there. So this is all part of the plan. He's solving an issue. He has found the issue and he knows how to fix it. So no need to worry. This is all part of the plan leading up towards the 60,000 marble test, where the marble machine will play 60,000 marbles and hopefully none of the marbles will hit the floor.
So yeah, we're fixing 2 issues actually. A minor issue with the divide by 4 had too little angle. I needed to angle it more, which means I need to lower this bracket for my angle adjustment system of the washer stacks to work. I have bottomed it out, meaning I took away all the washers and I wanted to be even lower. When there's no more washers in the washer stacks, you have to make the washer stack longer. The way I can lower this bracket is to saw it off and weld it back on again lower. So here we go, some life hack sawing. I think I'm gonna mute myself. So hold the fort, Hannes. You have to entertain the people while I'm sawing this thing.
Yeah, and if you just joined, perhaps it would be a good time also to just go back to the beginning of the stream and just catch the first couple of minutes, because the marble machine actually played some bass for us using all the 8 channels on the Cybergates. And for context, let's look at that beautiful render one more time. This is the Cybergates that is now attached to the marble machine X. And today, all the 8 channels dropped marbles onto the bass, playing a sweet little melody Martin set up. And as a reminder, like Martin said in the beginning of the stream today, that it was not a timing test, it was just a mechanical test. So things will, of course, be more tighter, but at least mechanically, it worked perfectly. Look at him go with that saw.
Maybe we can see this from the room atmosphere cam, because it's gonna look brutal when I'm sawing off the head of the machine. You don't really see a lot.
Going for the neck here.
Leaning against a window, maybe that's not so smart.
I don't fall out now.
There is one YouTuber in the world that is best with a hacksaw. It's Jeremy Schmidt.
Okay, I was gonna say Martin Molin, but okay.
Jeremy Schmidt saws through metal logs with a hand hacksaw. I've seen him do it several times.
It's always something brutal about seeing a saw against this machine. But at least I think this is a little less heartbreaking than when the angle grinder comes. I mean, that's hardcore for real.
I can put this camera maybe a little bit up. If we go to the... There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Let me just fix that, because it's always fun.
Mr. Camera Setup Expert.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Here we have it all. The entirety of the machine. Let's see you cut the head off.
How annoying is the sound? I should mute myself, right?
It's not that bad. People are not screaming at me.
Okay.
And as I figured, a lot of people in the chat is wondering what this hat is. And I saw some of you just screamed out, of course, it is a Dragon Ball hat. So good for you who caught it. Yeah, people are saying sound is good. You don't need to mute yourself, Martin.
Okay, cool. I can always also actually move my mic away from the action if I remember to.
See, also up here. There we go. Look at him go. Halfway. Welcome to another glorious day in the Wintergatan workshop. This is how it goes.
I realized...
Sorry. What?
I realized I should just take a little bit of a visual cue of where this was. So I can put it back on the same place again. Let me just leave some kind of... I'm just gonna put some masking tape, and when I look from it from the top, because the bracket is going to change, or some electric tape then. I'm just going to leave myself a visual cue. Actually, the old pipe should help me in lining up with that. It should not be a problem. It's one of those typical things that you can forget. There we go. Just a little reminder of where we want this thing to be back when we weld it on again. Oh, I'm done. I can crystallize it, the last part. There we go.
Simple as that, everybody.
Simple as that. So yeah, no, that's not gonna be a problem. So now I'm gonna cut off, say 10 millimeters, 1 centimeters or something from this part, and then weld it on again. So I'm gonna go do that outside, I think, or downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no potato cam to follow today. We will have to do without the potato cam and without our chief downstairs executive, Wilson. But he's doing fine. We have talked to him. He will recoup. Everything is fine with Wilson. He will find another suitable job in the future.
Yep.
Oh, watch out for the camera!
Whoa! Thanks, Hannes.
Oh no!
I have.
Do we have? Oh, yeah, the camera's still working.
Yeah, the camera working. So this is how much floor space I have if we stay on this angle. It's non-existent. Non-existing.
I'm just waiting for the chat to catch up here.
Good.
It's gonna be fun reading all the.
I broke my last camera that way, so it was good you saved me. Okay, I'll head downstairs, cut something, try not to wreck any cameras meanwhile.
Yeah, perfect. Let's have a breather here, everyone. And I know exactly what we all need during this time. Let's have a look at the French weather. And look at that. We're greeted by this lovely view of the French weather. It is sunny. It is warm. It's almost midsummer. Look at that glorious live time lapse. And I'm like you, I'm always struck by how consistent the weather is there in France. It seems like it's the same every day. Let's head back in here. Let's see what the chat has been up to. How did you all react with the camera? Timber! That's right. He drank the metal water. The metal water has been switched out, Uwe Kessler. You don't have to worry. I made sure of it. No metal water today. DD, I hold my breath when the camera falls.
Sorry if I'm
I think
interrupting because
all
I
of
can't
us
hear you
did.
today. I just want to show a little bit the sound of the basement. It's the same that happened upstairs. Okay, back to the weather. Bye.
A short interruption by ours truly. You know what? I'm not that fun to look at. So why not look at some beautiful Wintergatan views instead? Let's check out this beautiful little montage here to get reminded of what this channel is all about. It's not entirely just streaming. We do a lot of edited cool videos as well, and we will do them in the future as well. Just look at that render. I mean, oof. I mean, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I hear someone in the stairs. I think our main man is back. Let's have a look. And there he is, everyone.
Yeah. I'm going to put the camera somewhere where I don't have to go slalom.
And I mean, it looked so safe on that touring case. No.
So here is the bracket, and this is the, I'm holding it up against the white. This is the little 10 millimeters, 50 millimeters that I cut off. Now I'm gonna weld this bracket back again, and then we can have it lower. So that looks really nice.
Nailed it.
Of course, Hannes, 2000.
No one was worried.
Let's get let's get the welder on. Let's get the argon on. I hope I didn't leave it on. No one was worried. Perfect.
Sergio Moreira Filho, following Martin for more than 2 years. First message here on chat. Hello. Well, hello to you as well. And welcome here to this live stream where the goal is to get the Cyberbass playing perfect. And we're getting there.
Yep.
In the start of this stream, we actually watched the Cyberbass play using all the 8 channels, and it was glorious.
Hello, Sergio. Well done reaching through with your first comment ever. It's like the golden commenter.
Daniel, aka the only thing worse than a mic drop is a camera drop. There you go. You upstaged the mic drop today, sir.
Yeah. Oh, I never forgot when I moved backwards in a room and dropped my first camera, went straight into the stand and it dropped in the concrete floor. And it looked like the Martin X renders where it's exploding. It was tough. So ground clamp. Can actually put the ground clamp anywhere in the machine, I think. Because I'm welding this to the frame. So that should work. Should I redirect the other camera? I think we can get a cool angle though from... Okay, that's pretty cool.
You're always cool when you're in frame.
That is too
the
sweet.
Biggest lie ever told.
Oh, thank you. I think long term, like, banter is probably more popular than praise. We'll see. Right now, I'm happy for the praise because of the struggle with the machine, though. So I have to just shield away all my video lights because my welding helmet is reacting to it. Wait, we have an issue with the camera. Why does it say battery out when I'm running it on a cable? Well, as long as it works. Strange.
I can't imagine it having any issues after that soft landing.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why. That's not a good sign. So let's do a light test on my helmet. Perfect, no problem. So I'm gonna hold one part with my hand and weld it on with my other. It's a TIG welding simple way. So you don't have to like make a jig or hold it with a clamp or anything. You can just hold it and just tack it in place. Here we go. I don't have a real close-up cam of this.
It's okay.
Wait. Now this looks good. Actually, the tape I put is actually helpful at this point. Let's maybe do one more so we can kind of double check. So now I have this old connecting pipe. So I want to see, okay, yeah, I am not on the correct place actually. I'm gonna see, I could just take it off again because I just tacked it on. So that's more like it. Beautiful.
James Pryor, now watching and listening to this whilst working on my new project, building my first 16 feet wooden boat.
Whoa, cool.
That's real craftsmanship right there. Well done, sir.
16 feet. Then it's probably not the Samsung Boat Company famous YouTube channel. I guess their boat is bigger. But 16 feet is still fantastic.
James, James' boat will be better though than theirs. No question.
Okay. Let's have a look. Am I still short? I don't understand this. Or is this? Yes, I see with the pipe here. Now maybe not when we raise this side. Now I'm going to do here. Worst case, I'll make a new pipe.
When you have time later, Martin,
yep.
Could you do a checkup on the potato cam? I think it had an issue.
Oh, it looks like it's back.
Is it back?
Yeah, by itself.
Beautiful. Don't want to lose the potato cam. It's crucial today.
It's the bread, butter, and potato of the channel. Oh. So, let me get some filler rod. Now, ow. Now I'm just going to start to fill this weld in. I wished I had a close-up. This whole live stream setup has been largely improvised. I only bought like some interfaces so I could put in more cameras into the computer. Then I used everything I had at home.
It's perfect.
It's
perfect for now.
It is perfect for now, but I can't wait to see if we can like actually plan to make it better. It's super fun to like think about how to make the live stream setup better. And also like we have hack connection of almost all our sources. Everything is hanging on a very thin thread. So that would be nice to have some more stable connections. I think my computer is running like 7 video meetings. We capture the screen like maybe 30 times. Just a little over exaggeration, but almost. So, and yeah, it starts to look pretty okay.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Did I mess up the pipe length? No, it's probably going to be fine. Probably fine.
And yeah, for people just joining in, Martin is fixing an issue where the pipes got clogged up so that they can all run smoothly and be divided perfectly in 4 even pipes.
Oh.
This is step 1, is fixing a little angling issue with the divide by 4. That's what we're watching right here, right now. And then there's going to be solving a small little issue in the fish stare intro.
Yes, perfect. And I just broke my own weld by manipulating this piece. That looks better. I'm gonna keep adding some filler until these pieces think they are one piece.
And Jacob Litevsky watching and listening to this as I fix arcade games.
Oh,
it's fun
cool.
to watch Martin fix things as I do the same. That's so cool, Jacob. Fixing arcade games. Now that's something I would like to do, but I would be worthless at it. I can be your moral support though. I'm good at that.
And playing the games.
Yeah, playing the games. I can test the games afterwards, of course.
Okay, very happy with this. Things are looking swell. So, what camera can we show this in now? How's the potato cam actually?
Yeah, we just went from that. Let's go back to it.
Okay.
There we have it.
Yeah. Thinking if I can move back the other one and get a little bit more of a close-up. So,
And Björn Engel just want to chime in here. I just wanted to say I love the streaming format. It's great to be able to be part of the real struggle. Seeing Martin grow on all tedious challenges lets us all grow on so many levels. That's a beautiful comment. It warms our hearts. Thank you so much.
yeah, really thank you a lot. It's I guess like unpolished raw content where mistakes are being like a string of pearls coming one after the other. It's kind of rare actually online, and it's like mostly online feeds are very curated, very produced. Our normal videos are curated and produced, only showing exactly what we want to show. Here we have no way of actually masking over the naked truth. And like coming from the original machine that could never play a whole song, we stitched together the original video. Was even Swedish television even made a hit job on the original Marble machine once, where they interviewed me without me knowing I was interviewed, and they cut very like suspicious, yeah, this viral hit, but is the machine really working? And the machine wasn't working. So all of that has, like, I felt like I had imposter syndrome for all these years, and now to actually just like show that it's not working is such a, it's really nice for us as well. So super happy that you are appreciating the rawness of this.
And speaking about what to show, right now I want to show these beautiful names right here. These are new members and patrons who just joined the Wintergatan community. And I want to give a big thanks to WX Fish, Andy Jaworski, Mr. Lone Star, Andy Siriani, Pro Distraction, The Lazy 657, Q3K, and Brandon Green. Thank you so much for joining. You are the best, everyone.
Pro Distraction and The Lazy. You get the usernames you deserve, I guess. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. So I'm going to my, like every time I work, I end up with a box like this, like the random box, right? And I'm going to try to fish out the washers that I need for the washer stack that we're gonna make now. So let's find these washers. So for anyone just joining, what I have been doing is that I had adjustment system of the divide by 4 up here, where I added and removed washers. And the thing is that I want to divide by 4 to even lower for all the marbles to run through it correctly. But the thing is that I bottomed out with my adjustability range. So I had removed all the washers. The only thing I had to do was to remove everything, cut the bracket, weld it on 20mm lower, 50mm lower, add new washers to give me a bigger range of adjustability. And now the bracket has been welded on and the washer stacks are returning. So that's the next step here.
Just as Tiago and Antunes wrote here, I arrive and Martin is fishing for washers. Classic.
Oh, I know what to do. Let's change lens on the main camera. So the machine cam, I'm going to change lens on the machine cam. Then we can take a zoomed in angle from afar, which will probably be an okay angle. And I don't have to almost kill the camera as I did in the beginning of the stream.
Well, that would be good. Yeah, so if any camera crane companies are watching, I
I don't do sponsorships basically because I have such fantastic support from the community. But if you want your camera crane to be seen in front of interested engineers, I'm interested because I whacked so many cameras trying to put them on cases and stuff, filming this marble machine. Also for the videos, I actually dream of a robotic camera crane, but it doesn't have to be that thing. And I would buy one if I only had time to research. That's the only issue. So camera crane research or a camera crane. That would be such a problem solver. How is the main cam looking now, Hannes?
We're getting some nice views right here. Look at that divided by 4.
So then people can see a little bit what I'm doing with the washers.
Yes. Perfect. Brandon Green, this stream makes my workday so much better. Thank you, Martin and Hannes 2000. Well, thank you for that nice comment. We enjoy so much being able to give you company during your days. I mean, this is so much fun for us. So if you guys are enjoying yourself, it's a win-win galore.
Yep, you're keeping us company, so couldn't agree more with Hannes. And here you can see the whole point of the operation here is that on this bracket, I want some washers to be able to adjust the angle of the divide by 4. The washers were all gone because we had bottom out, and now I can add new ones. So I'm just guessing that I want to use perhaps 4. Then we're going to see later if that's a good guess or not. So the interesting, I can already check, will the marbles even continue to roll forward here? Let's do this. Let's do a middle channel, like that. So, as I've been keep repeating, I've discovered the word trade-off, which is a much more positive version of the word compromise. I don't particularly like the word compromise, but I love the word trade-off. So this setup is all a trade-off. There is because the thing that I have to work with is that I have only a set amount of fall height. So the drop height is like skiing, right? If you're on a big mountain, you have 2,000 meter downhill, and these marble skiers from the peak of the marble divider to the valley of the fish there have only like 50 millimeters or so. So it's a green slope, or like greener than green, basically.
Yeah.
Which only makes sense if you're a skier, but green is the easiest, less steep. And now I'm going to turn it into a blue slope, everyone, okay? Trying my best to explain easily, and then it just makes it much more complicated with some like not called for metaphor. It's brilliant.
Simple explanation is you're fixing the angle, so the marbles will go through there perfectly. So nothing clogs up in the pipes.
Captain Context, enter the chat.
Here we go.
Oh, the thing is still warm from the welding. I can hardly touch it. Okay, so we have washers everywhere. Before I clamp down on these, I can actually start to roll some marbles, and we can check for the behavior. I started a new, this is a little secret, Hannes, I'm only telling it to you.
Yeah, I'm the only one listening here.
I started a new Discord channel yesterday named MMXT, which is the design discussion for the touring version of the Marble Machine X. And I felt a little bit like, Martin, why are you opening this Pandora's box? You haven't finished your second machine. But I have so many ideas for the touring machine. I just can't help myself. And if there's something I've learned, is that when I do what I think is fun, I feel the best, you know? So what we started to discuss yesterday with the community is a mechanical speed governor. And in our discussion, we kind of agreed that it doesn't exist. So if anyone watching knows of a mechanical speed governor, and there are governors on steam machines, steampunk machines that is a device that is super cool that control valves. But on the Marble Machine XT, the touring version, there's no valves to be controlled. So what we discussed was, is there a way to mechanically control the rotation of a device? So for example, I crank the machine and the machine is always playing exactly 120 BPM. And we started to discuss that yesterday. I want a very big flywheel on the next machine, but we think that there is no such machine. Or anyway, in yesterday's discussion, we didn't find it. So if anyone has like a diagram or an idea, and remember on Discord, if you have ideas, please always post a picture like you just found online or so, because that makes the discussion so much easier for everyone. Because if there's one thing I know, is that people don't read text.
No, don't have time.
Including myself. Okay, the divide by 4 is back on. I need to get the fourth pipe in, and to do that I need to open up over here. Okay, maybe I should back off that camera angle a little bit, and then everyone can follow what we are trying to do.
And we are trying to get the Marble Machine X to play some sweet bass. And we're getting there. In the beginning of the stream, we actually saw the bass playing beautifully on all the 8 channels. Right now, we're fixing an issue where one of the tubes got clogged upstairs on the machine.
Yep. You know, another thing I come to think about on MMXT. This might sound disheartening for people, but it actually keeps me going. Imagine having like 5 musicians will like this. So when a drummer plays snare drum, there's something called ghost notes. So like there's a lot of snare drum hits in that little drum beat I just sang. Not all snare drums comes equal snare drum hits. So, and I wanted to play like du-du-du-du. So I'm thinking like, what if you make a snare drum with like 6 marble channels? Only for the snare drum. It's going to be a full-size snare drum, and then you can also hit some of the snare hits on the side of the drum, which is a ghost note. So you can have areas that are more muffled or damped, so you can have a dynamic marble played snare drum. So instead of just one, the snare drum on the Marble Machine X is on or off. It's 128 velocity in MIDI. It's maximum volume on every stroke. There's no dynamic. But imagine if I could make like 5 channels, then you can like I don't have to like double up all the drums, but a lot of the cool rhythms, a lot of cool stuff from a drummer happens on the snare drum. So I was just like, let's just have 5 channels on the snare drum. I'm removing the planetary gears, say goodbye to them. I'm removing the conveyor belt, say goodbye to the conveyor belt. I'm removing the demagnetizer wheel, bye-bye. I'm removing the fish there, bye-bye. Everything has to go, so I have space for some new features. I'm going to go nuclear with the simplifications. I add only though 5 channels on the snare drum. So, different marbles for different instruments, sizes, I mean. So the kick drum has like 25mm marbles, so it gets a lot of volume. Separate marble lifting for separate instruments. Here we go.
And Yori1234 says, as a drummer, I very much agree. Snares needs ghost notes.
Yes. The ghost notes is creating the whole. That's the difference between you can take a MIDI kick drum and a MIDI hi-hat. If you have a snare playing ghost notes, people will think it's a human playing. Okay, so what was name? Yuri.
Yuri.
You heard it from Yuri. It's gonna be five channels on the MMXT. Okay, this is done. So now this section I'm showing right here is now very flat. It's not even a green slope. So let's roll some marbles and see how this angle behaves.
Yes, let's see some marbles roll. Oi. There we go.
So you can see they're staying there. I'm gonna take the tools off the machine. Happened so many times that the tools are being swept into the programming wheel. It's not really.
That's bad. Even I know that.
So what angle can we film this from? Should we try?
And a pretty good one.
The potato cam might show this. Yeah, let's try this for the first test. So I clearly think we can go higher on this side. Anyway, let's do test number 1 of the newly angled divided by 4. See how it goes. Oh wait. Okay.
And for all of those just joining in, this is part of the step to get the marble machine to play 60,000 marbles without a fail. You can't have the pipes clogging up with marbles, so this is a crucial fix here. That should be a quite simple one. Let's see if Martin solved it already. The first step of the problem at least.
They're standing still here. Going to stop the machine. So, first test. As you can see, they're standing still here. This section is now too flat, which is all according to the plans. So, no problem. So the first, like, if we're gonna be methodical with how I set this up, is actually to first put this point as high as we can. And it looks like the marbles are much, much faster here in this pipe than they were before. So we can easily afford adding some washers here, which means we can also add some washers here and have this flatness becoming a little bit better. But also, in the end, we're going to lower the fish there. So look at that, for example.
Uh-huh.
There we have a green slope anyway. I'm just bending the metal bracket a little bit, which is good news. So let me get some more washers and make a new setting for test 2.
Yes.
More washers equals better results.
Always, always more washers.
Yeah, so I hope everyone is having a great day. It's been as always. I thought I could get the base going in like 1 week. I'm having such a naive idea about time consumption, design, anything. Which is a double-edged sword because it also makes me go for things. Like, if I know like things are nearly impossible, maybe I wouldn't go for them.
Patrick Dukes is saying more washers equals better results. T-shirt available? Question mark.
Maybe we should make the blood, sweat, and gears T-shirt.
Oof.
That was submitted in the T-shirt submission thing I did. It's a brilliant idea. I would love to make T-shirts, and the honest truth is that I've been trying, and I just find as soon as I concentrate on anything else than the Marble Machine X, it feels wrong. Merch is really also good for like, you make a lot of money on T-shirts, and I should have had more T-shirts out for a long time. I just didn't have time to think about it because the machine was more important. So there you go.
STV81 life hacks with washer stacks. That's also a beautiful sentiment.
Nice. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we can kind of, I think I increased with 2 washers or 3. So let's try to increase without dropping all of them into the machine. I have a little bit of a, like, I am super bad for the environment. I buy so much equipment. I should not talk about, like, if everyone used as much stuff as I do, we would already be not here. So I can't like claim any virtue in this area, but I also had little qualms, even though we have been climate offsetting all our merch, like carbon offsetting, paid for climate, what is it called? Climate
compensation.
Yes, thank you, Hannes. Climate compensation. Plus we're doing only organic and stuff like that, so our merch is quite expensive compared to others because they are much more expensive from the factory and stuff like that. I still have this idea that the t-shirt business is, I don't know. I have no numbers. I just have the idea that it's like when I found out the I Believe t-shirt, I love the t-shirt so much. I thought it had value enough. I love my t-shirts. So if I give out the t-shirt, it has to mean something very special. Otherwise, it's just a lot of cut down trees and consumption, I guess.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow. I should not talk because no one in this chat is consuming more than I do. So,
but at least you're trying at some aspects.
At least, isn't it worse when you know what you should do though, and you don't do it? I don't know. Yeah, at least maybe trying. I don't know if you
Listen to this perfect quote by Thomas Aaron instead. There are 2 types of people, those with more washers and those who are wrong.
Washer maximalism. I love it. Are we ready for the second test?
Of course we are. Let's do this.
Yep. Let me put the camera where it was when I almost destroyed it. Because we actually need to understand what's going on here. Maybe it can be here. How is this looking, Hannes?
Let's take a look. There we go. That's a good one.
It looked like we're in the, like when Harry Potter, oh, I don't want to spoil, but you know when he meets Dumbledore in the train station in the ending.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler warning.
Spoilers.
So, little lower ISO. They must have left the ISO so high when filming that scene. It was all white. You couldn't see the background. Here we go. Test 2. New angle everywhere and also here. So let's see if the marble's clearing this passage. And let's see what they do in here. Wait, this is fun. Yeah, you can see it can still lie there. I don't think we will be able to build that away. But I'm pretty sure that it's leaning much more. So let's try. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to take one more washer away from the front, because this was the whole thing. Or can I? Oh, maybe I can add here instead. Yes. Let's try that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find the perfect trade-off where the marbles really want to run. A big lesson for the next machine to always to not trust the marbles ever.
And we know marbles are evil.
Well, they
Can't trust them.
They are the like Murphy's law, you know. If something can go bad, it goes bad, or how that law is. That everything is evil, or I don't know what it is. But marbles are the like prime example of Murphy's law. Anyway, in my studio. I've seen some prototypes for the Discord community where it seems like they bought other kinds of marbles because things works.
Okay, we have a lot of new viewers just joining in here. The stream is going really great here. And a lot of people are wondering what we're doing now. And these streams are about the Cyberbase and the Cybergates and the journey towards the 60,000 marble test. And right now, Martin is fixing a small issue where one of the pipes got clogged up on top of the machine here. We need to fix that now so we don't have any critical error with that happening.
So what I just did is that I angled the divide by 4 better, and I'm going to fix an issue with the fishtail intro. I've seen these issues a long time. It was time I took the bull by the horn, and we're going to do the second test now. I'm going to start the machine. I'm going to look how the divide by 4 behaves now in its new angle. So let's start. So this looks more familiar to before. That's good. I'm going to try to disturb it a little bit. Going to try to see with a flood how it will react.
Oh, look at it go.
Yeah, it's good.
Look at it go. That's beautiful. Yeah, please unmute yourself, sir. And people are really screaming now that was so satisfying to watch. Beautiful, beautiful work.
Nice. Yeah, very positive result. The great thing now is that I could freak about the angle here, but now we have washers under everywhere, which means I have not bottomed out the adjustability range. I'm in the middle of the adjustability range. So if we see later, I think we should make a longer test, and we're also going to look at a test. I know a lot of people from the Discord are curious to see how even divide by 4 actually is. So we're gonna make a longer test later. I think I can, with good conscience, leave it like this for now and head over to the fish there and fix that. And then we can kind of run the whole loop. And also later, the difference now is that now I can still adjust the angle, whereas before I was stuck in the bottommost position. So I'm just going to finish up by adding the lock nuts. So overcoming my lock nut allergy here. Finding out 1.5 jokes per stream and just keep repeating them here. Okay, so we need more cameras on top of the machine if that was satisfying.
Yeah, people love it. We need more cameras everywhere.
Yes.
So I have more things to click on.
So I'm just going to add... I'm gonna lock this in place with the nuts, and then we're gonna head over to the other side of this loop and adjust the fish there intro. I know exactly what's the issue is there, and it should be easy to fix, which all of you know means that you should run for the door. When I say easy, just click away. No, it's going to be probably pretty easy. Oh, this feels so great, Hannes, to get this done.
Yeah.
And if anyone saw the marbles getting stuck here, that's by design. I remember we had a discussion about that, Hannes. I made a little hill here to make the marbles slow each other down. So that's by intention. Let me check again here. Yeah, this is... I think it's good. So what does people think about different marble size for different instruments to make more volume on like a big acoustic kick drum? People are gonna hate that.
I haven't seen any specifics on that. Probably now it's gonna happen.
We got drummer input on the ghost note feature. Happy for that. Also, I want the flywheel of the touring machine go all the way down to the floor, so it's going to be the biggest wheel, or as big as the programming wheel, kind of. That's going to be so awesome. So I'm one lock nut short.
Ola Hammerström, bull balls for the kick.
Yes. I love bull. There's 2 bull clubs here, actually, where I live, and it's super fun. But it's always like bull with the dinner in the middle of the day, and I'm almost like, I always want to work on the machine. So no bull for me until the world tour. It's called pétanque in France, or I think maybe pétanque is a little bit different rules. That's the very serious sport. They are crazy.
Pétanque?
Yep. There we go. all the nuts are secured in place. So let's head over to the end of these lanes. And this will be nice because this is going to be easier to film. Maybe we can show the machine cam now, Hannes, so we have a feeling that we have a movable camera crane. Look at this.
Yeah, look at that smooth panorama shot right there.
So smooth.
That's cool though.
That's what I mean, like that's why I need a camera crane, because then I could make these like moving shots. Okay. So here,
I had a small suggestion from Discord regarding the washer stacks here.
Okay, cool.
Fabtra31 repost from Joe Pat Bob. Replace the washer stack with a spring and you can then just use the bolt as the adjustment. Tighter will lower, loosen will raise.
That's really, really, really cool idea. On some places it would actually work, because where it wouldn't work is where this has to hold the pipes super hard when in the end, because then I would need to clamp down. The fun fact is that I do think I have a perfect spring. I'm gonna try that suggestion on this place. I can't have it everywhere, but I'm gonna run downstairs and get 2 springs to try it out.
Nice, nice, nice. And then people, let's look at some nice footage from the Wintergatan YouTube channel while we're waiting eagerly for Martin to fetch a spring. And for those of you who are just joining, we are still working on the Cyberbass on the Marble Machine X. The Cybergates are on, the arms are connected. In the beginning of this stream, the machine actually played on 8 channels at the same time. It was glorious. And right now, Martin is trying to fix an issue where some marbles got clogged up in a PMMA pipe on top of the machine. Right now, Martin is downstairs just fetching some springs to try a new suggestion from Discord. So let's enjoy some beautiful music here for a short while. Don't forget, you can post questions and I will try to see them. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but I will do my best to find your questions. So far, so good today. We're on our way to solve that issue. It feels great. And speaking about feeling great, let's see. There he is, everyone. He's back.
So I found some, I think these springs have the correct thickness. It's a super fun idea. So I'm going to try it. It's not, this is a one-time setting. So it's not like having to adjust this at all times is super important. But I'm balancing with the camera here. Let's have a quick look at kind of what length we need. It's just a fun idea. I want to try it because of the idea is fun. But it won't give me a lot of... I wanted this to be lower, so let's try to cut the spring somewhere here. It's a tough spring. Custom ordered from spring factory in Denmark. There we go. Are we seeing this? Yes.
Yes, we are.
Standing on the camera stand, so we have to, to excuse me for the shaking. So I want this to be lower, to have the marbles lower in the intro of the fish there. In the beginning of the video, we demonstrated the issue that on one of the channels, the marbles going into the fish star is climbing on top of the marbles in the fish star, clogging the third pipe, clogging the divide by 4 over time. And so now we had a live suggestion from Discord to, instead of washer stacks, add a spring right here, which should, if it has the correct strength, give us the ability to adjust without having to remove anything.
Nice.
Which is a cool idea. It also looks totally awesome. Maybe I should add a washer here. Maybe I should have added a washer there. Well, too late now. Probably this will be cool actually. Because this is the last one, which will give us super fine, like of all the holders, this is the one we would want it on. So, Discord, even a blind hen finds some corn sometimes. Just kidding. Look at this, it's going down there. This was a brilliant suggestion.
Oh, look at that, that's cool.
Did you see it lower there? Brilliant, brilliant suggestion. Let me do the same on the other side. So I'm gonna cut hopefully a similar, oh, I should have counted the revolutions. I can still count the revolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one of my favorite sayings actually. Even a blind hen finds some corn sometimes. It gives me hope, Hannes.
Yes. Welcome to the philosophy side of the stream.
Well, so now the next project is to find the spring I just cut. It is stuck somewhere. Why did I cut it over the machine itself?
Because reasons.
Love that.
Fabdra31 on Discord. What is the K value for that spring? Important.
Yeah, I threw away the package, so I don't know. Which in hindsight was not so smart. And I'm familiar with the word K value only because, oh, it's here. It's in the marble path. When you calculate sheet metal bands in Fusion 360, you have to enter the K value. Maybe some nice engineer can give the audience a nice explanation what a K value is. It has to do with how metal is bending. And
some people are also suggesting that you could put a washer at the end of the spring to not damage the wood.
Yeah, that's true. We could have, it would be cleaner if, whoa.
Oh, we saw some movement there.
It would be cleaner if I had washers both places, but the plywood is not going to be damaged. So the thing is that I need it so low, so to give me some adjustability with the spring, we needed to have no washers in between there. Didn't have a lot of room. It looks so cool. Do you see it on the? I'm gonna try to zoom in. Well, it looks cool. It looks cooler IRL.
We believe you.
Thank you. Just adding one to the other side. How about the ISO on this one? Should I just push it?
Pretty fine. We need more on the home camera later, but that's another issue.
Okay.
Don't climb down now.
Wait, I'm stupid. I should open this. Have to say, sometimes when I have an idea of how to do something and someone throws me a curveball with a suggestion like this, it's like, it feels like turning an oil tanker around, you know, in my brain to kind of like take in new ideas. And this is not only me, this is all people on Earth. Like, we have our ideas about stuff and we don't want to be challenged basically ever, like naturally. But I learned from experience like that I'm a bad listener and that I actually should somehow like force myself to take in feedback. And when I heard this idea first, I thought it was more of a novelty, and it was a brilliant suggestion. I can zoom in actually to show you why. Because now forever, wait, maybe we want to see both. So what you should keep track on is the height where this marble ends compared to the fish there. Because that was the adjustment I want to make. And now we can smoothly adjust that with this bolt. Yeah, it's super nice. So everything though has everything is in a big system. Could be that we are pushing this corner up, which could result in that this angle is too low, but I actually don't think so. But just to give a point that everything is connected to everything. So great idea. So we should shout out the Discord people again who submitted this idea.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful community out there. And let's give them a proper shout out, the whole community actually. I'm gonna put this on the screen now.
Nice. So this is a special. We talked a lot about like the incentive structure, about being in the community and getting actually credit for the ideas that has been submitted. It's one very easy win-win that I can share. So all the names that you can see here on the screen are super rock stars from the Discord community that has submitted a lot of value to the whole community and to the Marble Machine X project. And if your name is missing in this list, please come to join the Wintergatan Discord or just let us know, because just wanted to give an extra shout out to the people who are actually submitting their brain power and their time as well to this project. So thanks everyone so much from the community. And that's also why the live streams are so fun. I discovered that when we were chatting, Hannes, that people could actually give me suggestions real time, because often when I give out a video, I solve an issue, we edit the video, 3 weeks later, kind of, the video reaches people. 2 weeks later, I get the feedback. So I get suggestions like 5 weeks too late. And now when we go live, we get the suggestions right away. So I'm gonna go over and crank the machine. So let's keep a steady eye on the behavior of the marbles. I'm gonna give a super zoomed in view here.
Let's have a...
Yeah,
there we go.
Perfect. I have no clue what's happening now, but actually...
Could you bump the ISO on the home camera a little bit, Martin?
Home camera, yep.
It's getting dark there in France, you know?
Yep. Comme ça.
There we go.
So let me crank the machine a few rounds and we should see the behavior. I can actually monitor on the screen now, Hannes.
Nice.
Ah, you can see. They are not entering. So clear example of the thing being too low. The marbles were not entering at all. So let's then just do some nice swiping of this hex key and magically heighten the position and try again.
Yes.
Did you see that? It just grew up. Super cool. Super cool. Okay, let's try that. Boom. Better.
Yes. The third is a little bit slow still, right? No?
So I'm going to try to stop the machine at the lowest position. Wait, one more round. Going to break right here, because then I can demonstrate the issue that when this second marble here is too high, it kind of wants to climb up on this marble. So it kind of wants to press itself up like that. So this is the trade-off again. We need the marbles to enter, but we don't want them to climb. This looks pretty good. Let's try in full tempo because the marbles have less time to fall in. I'm gonna run the machine in 120 BPM.
Yes, here we go, people. We have no marbles on top.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself before. Chaos. So it just ran out of marbles. It didn't fail actually. Oh, it has failed.
The divide by 4 has failed.
The divide by 4 has failed. Ah. Wow. Okay. So, guess we have some setting to do over here then.
Yeah.
Did you see it happen, Hannes?
No, I saw it when it had clogged up, sadly.
Yeah, so my guess is okay, I'm going to unleash all these clogged marbles and see the behavior. My guess is that this pipe needs more angle then, so less washers here. So for anyone joining, this is exactly what we're doing now. We're looking at this marble behaviors. I'm not surprised it got clogged. I'm not over the moon about it, but don't be worried. This is what we're trying in this stream. Let's see how it behaves when I come with all these marbles. No. Yeah. Okay. That's answer enough. So let's remove some washers up here to adjust for that.
The slope to the divide by 4 is too low.
Yep.
from Berserker on Discord.
So perhaps.
Everybody is shouting more springs.
The people want the springs.
More springs.
I was actually contemplating perhaps we're gonna put some springs instead of the washer stacks. So anyone who missed this was a suggestion from Discord, and it was actually kind of brilliant. This though, the negative thing with the springs is that the washers are doing two jobs. They're also clamping the PMMA pipe. So with the springs, the clamping force is a little bit less. So as long as we're aware of that, and as long as we're fine with that, we can do the springs. But as always, you never have like new ideas without new drawbacks as well. But I think it's going to clamp hard enough, so perhaps we should try some springs. Or perhaps not, because now I know exactly the settings. I know exactly how much I'm changing. On the other hand, the springs makes the whole system much more easy to adjust. So people want the springs, I'm gonna give them springs.
It's springtime in France.
Oh, do I need to go get my snare drum and a cymbal to have a ragadish, badadish like rig ready to go?
Of course.
Maybe that should be the last thing we do in this stream, so that's ready forever.
Pro level procrastination.
Okay. Now you said the P word.
Oh no. Now Martin said.
Yeah. then not. Okay, should I film this in an... Oh, no, you have a nice atmosphere plus top is good.
Yep.
So, as I said before, I need a camera crane to be able to capture details on the top of the machine. So, anyone knows a nice camera crane? Send it my way. I would buy one if I only knew which one to buy. I just find like procurement rabbit holes to be like very destructive to my process. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perhaps revolutions of the spring. So instead of the washers, we're now going to insert a spring that can be adjusted afterwards. I'm going to try to keep this one from flying into the machine itself. Okay, here we go. First spring is in. I wonder if I made it too long. It's hard to tell. Oh, here's the old washer stack. Sorry for not being able to show this. I do not have a way of getting a camera up here right now. Or if I can actually try to move the potato cam, or should I leave it, Hannes?
Leave it for now. This is nice to have a top view.
Okay.
We understand what you're doing.
Good.
I'm gonna go in and see how we're doing on this cam. What's happening here? No, that's the old one.
Super cool suggestion, this spring suggestion actually. It really works great. It was a great suggestion. Like, you know, when someone gets me to remove washer stacks that they like came with something brilliant.
Yeah, that has never happened before.
No. Okay, so we have 2 springs in place.
graphite powder will fix it. Nunja Bidnets on YouTube.
Graphite powder for the...
Guess the pipe or something?
That could help, but the marbles get fatty from graphite powder, I discovered too late.
Yeah.
They kind of... It's funny because they get fatty and they become slower over time. So I realized that speeding marbles up with graphite powder is something that looks great from the beginning, and then over time it just becomes clogged.
Yeah.
So I would like to solve it dry. But now we have springs over here, and it's actually clamping nicely on the pipe. So brilliant suggestion from Discord. Oh, can we find the post? We never got back to finding the original post.
The original post. Let me scroll a bit.
This is super cool because now I can just turn the hex key, and we have a more steeper angle. So, wait. There we go.
Okay, so the post came from Joe Pat Bob on Discord.
What was the name?
Joe Pat Bob.
Shout out to Joe Pat Bob for this contribution.
And thank you Fabtra31 for making me see it as well. Always nice when you help me find anything in this. Sometimes it gets a little bit out of hand. Keep an eye on all the chats.
I'm gonna release all the marbles from the marble divider now. Like in a too hectic stream, like a stress test stream again. And we're gonna see if this higher slope of this pipe now, steeper slope, it's like a blue ski lane instead of a green ski lane, if that did and made any difference. Let's try. Oh, the pipe wasn't in up here.
Ah,
The pipe wasn't in here. I didn't put it back properly. I think maybe that was the issue. Maybe not. We'll see. So there was a big hole for the marbles here before they entered the pipe. Slowed them down already before, taking all the momentum out. So no. No, but I'm also not sure if we even have to allow for that edge case. So many marbles at the same time in this pipe, but I'm gonna lower this even more. Till the spring is, yeah, so now the spring is fully compressed. I don't have any more adjustability. Let's try again. But now, and this is the trade-off always. Now this angle is worse again, you know, because when we made this lower, we're back chasing our own tail with this angle. This is also what we're trying to do now. So let's do another test run of the full machine.
yes.
On 120 BPM. So we can see both the fish there. No, not good. Does not work. But I'm thinking now that it might also be due to this angle. Because this pipe is steep now. It's steeper than before. Huh. Are you still there, Hannes?
Yeah, I'm still here. Watching.
Fish there seem to do good, though.
Could it be the pipe itself? Can it be a little bit longer or not have as steep curves?
I have the idea we should lower it here now to make this first split faster. The issue seems more to be because the pipe is steeper than ever, and it's never had an issue before. But now I have an idea that the divider is just not fast enough for this onslaught as in the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is of course annoying. But probably fixable.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
I believe in you, Martin. I believe you can find a solution for this. And there's a lot of people out there who believes in you. And we have some new believers here as well. So I just want to say thanks to Gemimus, Michael Shanks, GIB456, Eric Paulson, Etienne Lavelle, D-Vibe Sweden, Alex Workman, and Niels Boykenkamp. Thank you so much for joining the Wintergatan community as members and patrons. It means the world to us that you believe in this progress as well. Now, let's send some hype over to Mr. Martin Molin. He can fix this. He will fix it. He's the master of this. Let's go.
Thanks everyone for joining. He got us into this problem from the beginning, so it's up to him now to get us all out of this. Yeah. I really hate this. It's gonna no divide by 4 on the touring machine. Perfect. No fish there. No need for a divide by 4. It's gonna be no fun on the touring machine. The years of pain will turn me into a pragmatic designer at last.
Nox Kitsune, all hail the plywood whisperer.
Well, I have to live up to that name now. So this would be like the whole issue I'm up against, as I described in the beginning of the stream for anyone who is new, is a height difference between the outro of the marble divider and the intro of the fish there. That's a height difference I can't increase, and I'm trying to squeeze out good marble behavior with that little fall height. Like a ski hill, they have only a green slope, and I'm trying to make the slope, I can't make the slope blue, so I try to just make it smoother everywhere so they really fall through. I can't add more height. Only thing I can do is to design a divide by 4 that doesn't add a lot of resistance. And I guess in this first splitting point here, the marbles are stopping each other. It's designed to do that, but that just kills all the momentum of the marbles. And then we have a little bit too little slope on our ski hill generally, and that's what I'm fighting against. So I'm fighting against an old design, meaning the height difference that I can't really do anything about. Someone said add another step to the fish there. That would be like the only thing, but it's a much... Oh, look what happened now. You see that? Already when I push this down, it starts to come loose. But now this is not running. So trade-offs, trade-offs, trade-offs. So can we push this down? I'm really trying to get the marbles to roll on a straight on a straight plane. Good luck with that. It's like, it's not like physics is the law and everything else is recommendations. Let's for fun just
Hashtag lose the bump. I see in YouTube now. In the entrance of the divide by 4. That's a point of no return, though, if that doesn't work.
Yeah, but you know what? I did it before with masking tape. It could be... It divides less evenly. The more we're losing the bump, the less even it divides. But it's better with a little uneven division than critical failure. So I can actually add just a little masking tape in the bottom. Let's run a test. 5th test, I think. So the issue wasn't up here now. The issue is this slope now. So yeah. I'm tired of tuning fragile systems, Hannes.
Yeah.
I'm tired of tuning fragile systems. So this point is a little bit too high. We can only squeeze out a little there. Oh wait, can I put them upside down? No. I have to bend this metal.
Some of the suggestions is, as I said earlier, about the angles of the pipe. If you did it in another angle, the speed would be maintained. The angle you have now stops the marbles. Too much, perhaps?
So do they mean like a more round circle?
Rounded, yeah.
Ah, that's interesting. A half moon, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, we are like, the margins are too thin. That's what's. But yeah, half moon. So this point over here, can you see it? Yeah, this point over here is still too high. I don't trust that it would perhaps makes all the difference. We can't get away from, but because I see that the end slope before the fish there is pretty steep. So we can kind of squeeze out like a millimeter or so over there. But we're still tuning like a fragile system. That's what's annoying. So perhaps losing the bump and losing the bump is the fastest trial we can make.
But it's, yeah.
Everything causes other issues.
Yeah.
I don't really see a long curve doing a lot difference actually. Well, yes, because on the marble divider the marbles go slow, right? So if we have a slow passage through the divider and all the slow marbles are in the pipe, that's better than if the slowness starts to building up into the marble divider. So a round pipe will be a longer pipe. It will also look cool actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one trick up our sleeve, but I think the real flaw right now is that this point is too high. So
okay.
That is like both the round pipe and losing the bump is two weapons we have in our arsenal, ready to go. Also, some of these pipes are too short, leaving holes for the marbles that I have to skip over. So I can add some thin rings to make the marbles roll neater. So we have 3 mini tweaks there. We have tweaks we can do, but I'm tired of tweaking. But we have like, when the choice is between like baseball bat to the whole machine and keep on tweaking, I find it easier to choose the tweaking. Oh wait, I have a simple way to fix this. Let me take a cool angle with our... So I'm going to bring in the machine cam so that we can see what I'm going to do first. Do you have it, Hannes?
I have it soon for you. There we have it.
Yeah, so yeah, it's getting darker. I'm bumping the ISO. Is that too much? Never mind.
Go down one.
Down one. Perfect. So welcome to all the new viewers. I am solving a problem that I've been knowing about for some time. I have to make a trade-off between the fall height of some parts of the marble lanes. We're having too little fall height from the outro of the marble divider to the intro of the fish there, which a design that's a constraint that I can't change. So I'm trying to change what's in between those 2 points. Next fix is going to get this point lower. And there is a washer here. Okay, one washer can go, and I'm going to bend this bracket by force. Hope it doesn't break. There, I felt.
Oof.
Beautiful. Did it look violent and nice?
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Okay, that looks so much better from here. Oh, there's something wrong here. Huh. Hang on. Oh, I know what the problem is.
Uh-huh. Do tell.
The springs have pushed the pipe. Okay, so the bum. Okay. Okay, I see. Because I thought it was so strange. Duta, I love when you say Duta.
My favorite.
I think it sounds so cool for some stupid reason. It's becoming more and more popular. I hear a lot of really cool people like you use that Duta nowadays.
A lot of cool people like you.
It's a strange meme, huh? I don't know how. Where did you get it from?
I don't know. It's in my blood, I guess.
Yes, being
Just
cool.
picked it up me and when I met all the cool guys during our cool conventions.
Oh, you went to the CC?
The CC.
Yeah, the cool convention.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know what it is. That's a tell right there.
Yeah, I wasn't invited. Come on now, come on.
I will sneak you in next time.
Yeah, so you know I crushed the springs into the bottom here to lower this. This has crushed the PMMA pipe through the bottom, making a whole little ledge for the marbles that they had to climb that wasn't there before. So the momentum of the marbles has been killed by this new ledge. I can't really film it, you have to take my word for it, but
we believe.
It's definitely something that affects the performance here, so I'm going to... That could have been it, actually, because that's a big... It's like they're running into the steps of a stair instead of a smooth path.
Yes.
So I'm going...
Yes, nice. Hopefully, here we go! And I see there's a lot of new people joining that stream as well. And just a recap here, what we're doing. It's still all about the bass here on these streams. In the beginning of the stream, Martin played actually 8 channels on the Cyberbass, and it was beautiful. Then we noticed some errors on top of the machine where one tube got clogged with marbles, and we can't have that happen. That's a crucial fail. So that's what Martin is trying to fix right now. And at the moment, he's at the divide by 4, trying to fix the entrance to it where some marbles got clogged. So we all hold our breaths here. And let's see if Martin has found an answer to this problem.
Yeah. You know, I said when you make new solutions, you have new drawbacks, and this was actually a result of the springs. So there's something I've learned is that there's not such a thing as a free lunch. Or how the expression goes, I don't even know. So what should I do? What should I do?
Mark Metzler, could it be something as simple as dirt in the tube that is contributing to the problem?
That's a very, very good point, because that can also be... that has happened several times. It also comes down a little to... I can blow it clean. It also comes down a little bit to, like, if a little dirt can cause everything to fail, it's not really resilient, but yeah, it is pretty fatty in there, actually. Okay, so I wish I could film this good for you. It's really not easy over here, so You're excused this time. We saw you climbing and knocking down a camera earlier. Okay, good. Let's try this. So yeah, I need to open this totally and build up some kind of support, because when I crush the springs, the PMMA pipe is crushed down and it creates this ledge. So we had the new brilliant suggestion from Discord to use springs instead of washers, and it was brilliant, but it also comes with some new issues.
And that is the wonderful world of the marble machine X. And that is why we're all joining in here today to see this struggle live. An unfiltered version of a day in the Wintergatan workshop. This is how it usually looks.
Yep.
I edit this stuff away so you don't have to see this back and forth as much. But today, you're welcome to join in this glorious solution.
Yeah. Yep. I'm like 3 marble clogs away from announcing the cancellation of the project.
No.
I said
No, you're not.
I said
I tell you.
I said 3 marble clogs, Hannes. We still have 3 to go. Don't worry. Oh, I'm joking. It's masking tape is here. Feel no fear.
Yes, finally it's back.
No, it's it's a remainder of lack of I don't know, lack of discipline in the design process, lack of like, okay, everywhere the marbles need to have enough fall height to actually carry on. It sounds like sounds pretty natural, doesn't it? But one
Sounds
thing
like an
leading
IKEA poster.
IKEA has actually great art.
Yeah, I didn't mean to offend anyone.
So how should I do this? Okay, no, I have a mock-up coming up here. So thanks everyone for joining us in this glorious tweaking of unstable system. It's the same thing I've been doing for all these years, but earlier in the stream we demonstrated that we have 8 channels healthy on the Cyberbass, and next step for me will be to connect the PMMA pipes. I've done some thinking today about how to design that, and I think I found a routing that will be a little bit less of a warm hellhole. I'm not saying it's gonna be like an ice skating soon in that project. It's going to be warm, it's gonna be dirty, it's gonna be sweaty, but I do think it's going to work. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna start to CAD on that solution. It's a plywood solution from the, like we did before, plywood first from the marble divider, then it goes out on the side, and on the side the PMMA pipe will take over leading into the Cybergates. It's 8 pipes, so the better I plan it, the less of a hellhole. Now what I'm doing now, I don't have a camera to film this, is that I am trying to make sure that the marbles doesn't have to climb a ledge when they're entering the divide by 4. Before they were like running into like a step of a stair instead of a smooth curve, and it took away a lot of energy from the marbles and it clogged the whole marble. So yeah, 100 years later, I'm still here taping the machine, trying to get it to work. And on this spot, I'm going to revert to the washer stacks actually, because on this particular place, the springs introduced this issue where I needed to clamp too hard to get the height I wanted. You could then argue that I could cut a shorter spring. A shorter spring then leaves you no range of adjustability. So yeah, and I'm sorry.
It has worked before with washers. Let's try it.
Yeah. Okay, the ledge is gone, and I'm sorry. Sometimes I just explain things that is like impossible to imagine. However, if you take a look in the top cam now, I think you will see a different feeling.
Whoa.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
They ran like straight in with a completely different speed, which is great news. So let's clamp this down and see how we're doing.
Yes. And one fun thing about these streams is that we get to see your very comfortable working positions you need to be in. Standing on one leg on a ledge like that.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's the MMX parkour. Did you play like Floor is Lava when you were a kid, Hannes?
If I did, of course. One of my faves.
Me too. It was so like magical, like to try to like. I thought I was a genius because I took like 2 pillows and I put one pillow in front of me and then I reached back and took the other pillow and put it in front of me and then I just jumped from pillow to pillow. I was like, I cracked the code.
Engineering the floor is lava.
Yeah.
Rigging the game.
I always been an insufferable know-it-all, tweaking even the simplest games. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm gonna clamp these down.
We're hoping for a marble miracle right here.
Yeah, but I think this is too low now because I think we're back. So we have 3 marble tests to go. On the third one, I'm looking at the baseball bat standing over there. Third test, third clog is going to be baseball bat live. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. I can dream about it, okay?
Nothing wrong with dreaming.
Come for the marbles. Stay for Hannes 2000. Okay. So. Yeah, I like that camera. I should put it a little bit closer if possible.
I'm switching.
Nice.
Get some. Don't bore the viewers.
Yeah.
Can't be all potato cam.
No, the potato cam is. It needs some sauce as well.
Yeah, let's switch to the tomato cam. And there we have it. Bring the sauce.
Am I even tightening? Yes. Okay, there we go. Just wanna see something here. What's happening here now then? Can I try this leg? Okay. things. Oh yeah, now the pipe is all the way in here also. That's good. That's good. One more thing I want to do, masking tape. Need
tape.
Where did I put the masking tape? Oh, I found it.
People in the chat who are wondering what step we're on the list. It's still the same because we did a big detour now on top of the machine to get these marble lanes flowing freely. So the arms are connected, the base is playing, but now we're trying to solve the issue of the clogging on top of the machine.
Yes. And I'm temporarily adding some smoothing out masking tape when the marble's leaving the divide by 4. The pipes are a little bit too short after I repositioned the bracket today. So also when leaving the divide by 4, the marbles have to bump into a little ledge, killing some. Can someone explain to me what kinetic energy is? Because I use that word freely and I'm scared of butchering it. What is actually when a marble is rolling, is that kinetic energy? That's my, or is it just mass and movement? Like, that's my question for chat. Like,
yeah, explanations is incoming.
What's the difference between energy and kinetic energy? Or is it just like this? It's just like the energy of a moving object, or what? And why is it called kinetic sculptures?
Whew. Let's see if I can find anything.
I'm like a 5-year-old, just keep asking questions, and chat is my chat needs to come up with the answers. I love the name kinetic energy, but I'm scared of using it wrong.
Oh, I can't get the chat to stop. It's just it's exploding here.
Okay, we're ready for first test out of 3 that will determine the future of the project. Are you ready?
John Weiss, kinetic energy is the energy of a moving object.
Oh, love it.
Okay, so here we go, people.
Kinetic energy marbles.
Let's hold our thumbs, as we say in Sweden.
Standing still here. So
Okay.
It all started with the issue being over here, not over here.
Yeah,
So
that's the good news.
something. Now that thing is rolling. It wasn't rolling before, so.
People are suggesting that you just walk around and look at the pipes a little bit. It seems a little bit wonky. Perhaps you will find the solution if you look at it from different angles, perhaps. The pipes are a bit twisted.
Yeah. It's but look, now this comes loose. You see that? That's good. This is not good. What happened there? Yeah, it's just too little fall height. It's just too little fall height. Take a little drinking break.
Yeah.
So welcome everyone joining, fighting against like an old issue that's keeping biting me in my tail when I'm chasing it. Over here, the marbles comes out of the... Which camera am I in? That one. There you are. Over here, the marbles comes out of the marble divider. In there, the fish tire picks them up. The fall height from the outer of the marble divider to the inter of the fish tire is just a little bit too small. So, yeah.
Yeah. And you also have that angle measurement device, right? The digital one. Is that something you could use in this case?
No, I see when the marble is clogging, so I don't have to.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm getting.
See you. Bye.
And how is this going? This is not going in at all. Okay. So we're chasing our own tail here.
It's funny if you look in this camera angle, you can clearly see how twisted that part is.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking I just push it down and then push washers on this side. So this comes up.
It almost seemed like it was clamped too hard on one side or something.
Yeah, wait, now I see. Aha, this pipe was out. Okay, now I see why this wasn't going. That's no surprise. That pipe was off axis. So that pipe was no surprise. Those pipes were not aligned. These pipes were off because it's outside this thing, which is stupid. Even the fish tire like pickup is not doing well now. Great. So where can we start to? Let's lower here. This is like the next natural place to try to gain some millimeters. But it does start to feel like, yeah, I don't know. We're seeing this in the machine cam.
Yes, we are.
So this is a spot, I think this spot is a little high. Just going to try to lower everywhere I can to gain the necessary fall height. I also have been thinking that the marble, so the marble divider is pretty slow. When I pump the conveyor belt full and the fish tire full, the marble divider can't handle that actually. So this is actually just great news. No one has to be worried about that. It's just that we have more marble lifting capacity than we need, which is perfect. So now when we have so many long marble tubes, I'm thinking perhaps what I'm trying to do with maximizing maximizing marble capacity, I haven't even like played a song to see if we really need that much marble capacity, I've been thinking. So perhaps I am making things harder for myself than what I should.
That would be a first.
Oh my god. I think in order to fix this, I think I have to go and rig the Bada dish rig very, very soon.
I have terrible news for you as well, Martin. I soon need to go home.
Yeah, I understand. No problem. No problem. We miss you so much when you're leaving, but it's no
I
problem.
don't want to.
Let's see. Are you going to leave without seeing the Bada dish rig?
I don't think you should do the Bangladesh rig.
Okay, I'll skip that. I keep on dreaming about it. I can prepare it for another stream.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're lower here. It all looks smoother actually. This looks, now these marbles comes to life. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, but I actually love to share this because we're stuck again in old constraints. Too little fall height between stuff is, yeah. So many small details like this that you never think about or never manage to think about, that just keeps forever. So this is like such a great illustration of this process.
Yeah.
It's a duck hunt bird also laughing at me when you missed it. You hear that?
There we go.
Okay, we have another angle. So let's do another test and keep an eye here on the fish there, because it doesn't seem that it has been picking up correctly. I'm curious to know why. I'm going to try to lower it a little bit. Again. Which is actually helping. Okay, so these pipes are looking straighter and better. Yeah, I just had a bad feeling when it's like this, almost, you know, tweaking, again, small tweaks.
Yeah.
Doesn't make me happy anymore. I've grown out of being happy for small tweaks, being able to tune a tunable solution. I want something that stands straight in the middle of a storm, and this is not doing that. Let's try. I think the divider looks pretty good. Let's see if this lane is moving when we try the whole machine. Test.
Yep.
Test 8. Okay, divider is picking up nice. This channel is moving. Let's make a stress test, Hannes, in the potato can.
Can hardly see anything.
Doing better now. Okay. Just gonna let the marbles stop rolling around. Okay, so it actually did a little bit better now. Whoa. Can you hear me, Hannes?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, it did good now, but any little tiny little thing for this sensitive machine and it is going to go totally critical failure again. It works now, but yeah, I'm not happy on being on the edge. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, nice to be able to show you, because we have to let you go now, Hannes 2000. So nice to be able to show you a little bit of a successful test right before you have to go.
Brilliant. But
Yeah.
before I go, I have some important stuff to do. And that is to welcome Jesse Klocke, Nate Gay, Ian McClellan, Jonathan Brown, Marcio Paduan Donaggio, and Narf 54. Welcome and thank you all for supporting this crazy project. We love you all.
Thank you so much, and thank you also to Juan Coloto. Love this so hard. I'm reading little YouTube chat here. Add one more fish there and more slope for marble lanes. Yeah, that's one fix. That's kind of the most elegant solution if it was not a major pain. Maybe it is not a major pain. Maybe it's just one more fish there step, Hannes, and be done with it.
Yeah. And also Andrew Parker just joined, so shout out to you as well. Thank you, Andrew. Welcome.
Awesome. Yeah, that's like, yeah, but it's so yeah, I should probably go with you here as well, Hannes. I mean, I just think this is a perfect illustration of how being stuck like in old decisions keeps biting my tail. It's so many like design constraints. It's really hard for me to do anything about. The issue here is, I repeat to any new viewer, first of all, we had a successful try of the Cybergates this in the beginning of the stream. So they seem to be up and running. I just need to connect the PMMA pipes. But now we have this issue with the slopes from the outer of the marble divider, down the fall height, down to the intro of the fish there. Just a little bit too little, just a little bit too little. So it kind of works, and the marble machine X is shaking or something just happens. I have kind of a list in my head with 5 minor tweaks, and I am going to perform them all and see if I can make it run stable. I can make the trade-off with less exact marble division in the beginning of the divide by 4. I can make the bump that I have there even less, so it goes even easier, which means that I can put that higher, which means I can gain the fall height I need. And I actually think that it's going to be one of the best trade-offs. But it's sorry for going away from the family friendly, but it just pisses me off.
Yes.
Yes.
We need to see this.
Pisses me off that I can't just go in CAD and give myself 3 more centimeters, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like burning with longing for making the touring machine, where we're gonna do everything in digital before we're doing it right. It's not an issue I can't solve, but the overarching issue that really pisses me off is that these issues keeps coming at me from when I don't need them. So 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but I enjoyed sharing this all with you guys and having Hannes 2000 with me. Let's go to the Hannes 2000 angle to finish on a high note.
I have a better angle for us. I'm not done with my chores here now, or my pleasures, I should say. We should go to this screen over here instead.
Perfect.
To thank all of our fantastic backers.
Yes.
Look, I've updated the numbers on this as well, with all the names prior to yesterday. So big shout out to all of you backers, all you supporters through Patreon and YouTube membership. You guys are the best for always believing in this project. We humbly thank you all.
Definitely. Thank you so much. and it's so funny. I thought this was going to be a simple fix. Don't worry about getting marbles to roll. It's just a matter of adding more slope. And we fixed it on the second one, so baseball bat is safely in the corner. It's not going to come out ever. So, well.
Thanks to all the backers, and once again, thanks to the wonderful community. Thanks to all the people on Discord. I mean, this is amazing. Martin will solve this. I have no worries. I believe. We all believe.
Yeah. I believe too. I believe in physics simulations in a digital environment. The way they market that is it's free to fail when you do physics sim in digital environment. I think that will be the way forward, where these obvious things, like if you want, okay, what we learned today, South Park moment. If you want something to roll down a slope, you need a slope. I learned that today. I'm gonna use that new knowledge to fix this machine in the next stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Hannes 2000, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care, everyone, and glad midsommar.
Glad midsommar. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.